under the Obasanjo administration, he went after all of the public enterprises and sold them at rock bottom prices. And the whole agenda is not to develop the national economy, rather is to make African economy to become very open to what they call foreign investment, which in the real sense of the word is foreign profit maximization. And that's why I completely agree that when the IMF is celebrating any country, it is only because that country is on the path to destruction. I think what we need to be discussing today, it's not about the boldness of this or that policy. It is the fact that if the same policies have been implemented for over 6 decades and the Nigerian people continue to wallow in a state of hopelessness and penury, should we begin to think about a new direction? Okay. And that is why, for me, I think that what we should be talking, therefore, is the need to pack away these IMF World Bank capitalist economic policies. In fact, the system of capitalism cannot work for Nigeria. So in a nutshell, what system? We need a socialist program. Okay. When it comes to the question of subsidy, those of us who have been protesting over the past 2 years against subsidy removal, we do not mean that we want that very corrupt program to continue. But what we say is that you can't remove something that keeps the life of the people a little bit tolerable without replacing with something. The subsidy removal that President Tinubu did is like what Wike is doing in Abuja and what the governor of Lagos is doing, where you demolish people's slum house because it is not good enough, but you provide nothing to replace it. To remove fuel subsidy, the first step you need to take is to make the refineries, public refineries, to work. But to tell you that everything is about profit maximization, instead of making our public refineries work, they gave Dangote all of the support to build some of the biggest petrochemical and oil refinery company.
So you guys have watched that video and I've heard what that guy said. Is it wrong, or is he trying to be biased because of the government, or there's a certain government is supporting? As long as I'm concerned, he's making so much point, and that's exactly what Nigeria needs. Before you make a policy, there should be a replacement for that particular decision you're trying to take. That's how a country grows. You cannot skip a particular thing and just enforce a new policy when there is no new existing provision for people to fall back to. There should always be a fallback.